So back to Kobe Bryant. Back to
Man, retarded.
Get on out that camera.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
More.
Things
Don't
in the background.
He don't even know if I got a warrant or not.
Okay.
Chris said, what you
They
got?
on that police shit, ain't it?
Yeah,
He on that police shit, ain't it?
Yeah.
They don't move with that shit.
I think Kobe Bryant.
He don't give
I
a
think
fuck,
Kobe
though.
Bryant
They on that
was
camera.
definitely set up to be killed.
There you go.
That's what I think.
I think that's
saying?
what
By who?
Little bro.
I don't fucking know about who. I'm not a millionaire.
Nah, I'm going with you though. You right. I don't know about
Go
who.
ahead.
I'm going with you. Nah, I'm going with you.
Well,
I'm going with you though on that. Yeah, I'm going with you.
I'm saying, what you gonna go with him on? Like,
Intellectual ass motherfucker. You know that?
I'm saying, like, what do you mean you're gonna go with him? You agree with his information?
Who you think? Who you think?
Who you
Who you
think?
think? Who you think got them set his ass up?
Who you think, bro?
Who you think?
God damn, T should be a manager, bro. I'm supposed to be a manager. That bitch smart.
No, bro, it's just a question, bro. Like,
That bitch smart as hell. Hey, I
mean,
like the way you move, boy. God damn.
I'm not gonna say the exact person or organization or whatever it was, whatever the case it was. All I know is that it was a lot of things that accumulated that actually happened before he died, before his death. And then it actually proved his theory of, or some people call it a conspiracy of him, of his death.
okay, so let me ask you a question. When the Simpsons predicted Trump's death at the election, you think that's a real conspiracy, just like the COVID conspiracy in the cartel?
I mean, that's a good question. I'm not gonna say.
I mean,
Hold on, I'm answering you. I'm not going to say that that's a conspiracy. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say a conspiracy. I'm going to say it's actually facts. But me, I'm not going to prophesize about this man's death because it hasn't happened yet. Yes, the Simpson has prophesied about a lot of things that actually happened that came to pass. So I'm going to say that actually happened. But as going to say that he's dying or he's going to die in the future, I'm not going to speak on that, because it hasn't happened. Now, if we want to talk about the Bible, I can speak on that because everything in the Bible actually came to existence. Everything in the Bible that came, I'm talking about millions, thousands of years ago from the Bible, it actually came to existence. So if we want to talk about prophecies that's coming to pass about Donald Trump, about whoever else.
It's prophecy.
Right.
You're a prophecy though, right?
Right.
You're a prophet man.
So you prophesied Kobe Bryant death too, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you prophesied.
No, I didn't prophesy Kobe Bryant's death.
So where did you get the information from?
You follow me.
Where did you get the information from that you knew Kobe Bryant's death was a setup or it was planned? Where did you get the information from?
Good question. I'm gonna answer that. Okay.
Good question.
No, good question. Good question. I love that.
Where'd you get it from?
I'm answering you.
Fuck all that. Where'd you get it from?
Come on, man. Don't cuss on live, man.
Wow,
Just be respectful. Just be respectful.
Now you getting off political.
Talk.
I'm answering your question. Like I told him earlier. Oh, let me answer. Hold on.
You want to be a Republican or something?
You're a Republican?
So y'all don't want me to answer the question?
Answer the question. Go ahead.
Like I said earlier.
He trying to turn up on us for real, though. He really trying to.
Nah, I'm listening.
Go ahead, though. Go ahead. I'm gonna get on this.
But you know where I was going with this shit. That's why I was.
Like I said earlier, God gave me the revelation of what happened, of what was going on, and not to be distracted.
Everybody knew that, though.
Listen. Me, Brother Quami, from the line to do the teach count. Y'all know who that is. But God gave me the revelations behind what actually happened, of his death, to not be distracted from what's going on in the world. Like I told you in the book of Romans 12:2, it says, be not conformed with the things of the world. You gotta be renewed. Meaning you got to have a spiritual mindset, meaning you got to have the Most High God manifested inside of your heart, so you won't be distracted by the things of the world, what's going on. Like with all the, like Donald Trump, how he went and just killed the chief commander. So a lot of people, I'm afraid because it's about to be a big war. Of course, the Bible speaks about rumors of war, so we know that we're in the later times as of today. So we got to have that understanding and not be afraid of what's happening around the world. We got to have the Most High God manifested inside of us so we won't be afraid, so we can be able to repent and turn back to him. And because when he says that
So
around.
why you worried about Kobe Bryant down in the helicopter?
I
It's
just
not.
say that.
I just told you that. It's a
That's
distraction.
the world. It's a distraction. So don't
It's a
worry about it.
distraction. That's why I'm teaching people.
So
It's a distraction.
So what's the bigger goddamn picture?
I just answered it.
Nah,
I just answered it. I just told you it was a distraction.
you can play that shit back, dog. You not just answer this shit.
I'm answering you again. I said it's a distraction. Look up the word distraction if you don't know what that means. The word distraction is something that's trying to hinder you
Stop you
from what's
getting the
really
bigger picture.
going on.
Yeah,
Okay then. So what's the
At
bigger
same
picture?
time,
Hold
they've been
up.
doing this shit for
What's the
years.
biggest picture? What's the bigger picture? The Most High God, right? Jesus is the salvation.
But you just said the bigger picture was the war thing, bro.
I never said that. What are you talking about?
So where did you get your information from?
I just told
Where did
you.
you get your information from? That Kobe
He need to go to
died in the
school,
fucking
man.
helicopter.
You don't see what Brother Quami
What
did?
What Twitter account did you get it from?
Thank you.
I
'Cause
didn't-
you know. You know.
I just told
Just
you.
tell the truth.
I'm
I
answering
mean,
the
Everybody knows
Hold
what
on,
sacrifices,
hold on.
bro. If you're a millionaire, bro, of course you're going to have back plans and other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Parachutes in the helicopter.
You're going to have plan B.
Ain't
You're
no
not gonna
motherfucker gonna
just
sit there
depend
and
on
say
what body.
no fog and all this bullshit.
Bro, you're going to have a parachute. You're going to have a second backup plan. Come on. Everybody knows a setup, bro. We know that. All that sacrifice
So
is
who
a
you saying
distraction.
set him up? Give me who you saying set him up?
Okay.
He knows.
Yeah, that's
Cause God told him. God told him. So he knows. Just like how God told him that how Kobe Bryant was gonna die.
This is God's messenger. So what
God
did he say?
told him how Kobe Bryant was gonna die, but you got it from a Twitter page.
Yeah, come on. What did he say? Cause you God's messenger. Now, come on. Tell
Who
me.
set him up?
All right. Let me know when y'all ready for me to answer the question.
Wait.
Again.
Wait.
Again. Y'all ready for me to answer the question?
No, don't stall. Just get right to it.
I'm
You
answering the
right
question. I'm answering it. Okay. The Most High God, Yahweh, He gave me, Brother Quami, the revelation to these things. I never said that I came up with the idea of, back in November the 13th, 2012, and post on Twitter that Kobe Bryant's going to crash in a helicopter accident and pass away. I didn't say that. I said that God gave me the revelation behind that. That's why I posted it on my last video.
That's still
And
not
also,
But you're still stealing information for somebody.
how is that stealing information? I'm showing you what the man said. That's not stealing. Showing and stealing are two different
So
things.
would you say the guy that posted that shit on Twitter?
You might want to go watch that video again to get the
Say it,
full
bro.
understanding instead of trying to
Listen,
accuse
okay,
me,
so would you say
falsely
the guy-
accuse me.
Listen, okay, we're gonna get this shit. The guy that posted that statement on Twitter, would you say that he's a
What my
prophet?
shit, man?
You said what? Oh no, I didn't hear you, bro. I didn't hear you.
No.
What you said?
Hey.
Bro, you get good at presentation. You like look good. This nigga trying to look good. Look at him. He got Look at him.
Y'all see what Brother Quami go through? I do this. I go through this every day. I clearly answer these people's questions, and they still don't understand.
Hey, you gotta get your chicken in right now, son. Tell God to fix that shit.
Y'all know Christian Savage. He still at it, still doing the same thing.
Hey, and get what? I'm finna be a Muslim. He mad about that. He mad.
I mean, I'm not upset about it. I mean,
Mad, I'm finna be a Muslim. He been judged.
my job is not to convince you. My job is to give you the opportunity
He's so judged.
to turn over to the Most High.
He said, if I'm a Muslim, I'm gonna go to hell.
I never.
You said I'm gonna go to hell. If I'm a Muslim, I'm gonna go to hell. Hey,
I never said that. I never said that if you a Muslim, you gonna go to hell, because that's not my job to tell you if you're going to hell or not. Hey man, I love y'all. Shalom, peace. But y'all do see what Brother Quami go through.
Oh, I know what I'm about to
Y'all see. I clearly answer these people's questions. I'm everywhere, you know what I'm saying? I answer people questions. I go everywhere to answer people's
Answer the
questions.
question, dog.
Answer
So,
the question.
are you the so-called, if God is sending you a message,
How many viewers you have?
how come you didn't predict World War III? It's in the Bible, right?
Okay, I'm gonna answer that question.
You never say anything about World War III in none of your YouTube videos tonight.
I only talk
I
about.
even saw that.
I'm gonna answer that. And you already know. I'm the one that told you about that.
You did not.
Well, anyway, No, Brother Quami never has made a video about World War III.
Because you didn't predict it.
But I never said I predicted it. For one, God predicted in the scriptures. 1, 2, and 3. But just because I never made a video about it, that doesn't mean anything. What it supposed to mean?
You make a video of everything.
I only make videos about what God tells me to make videos about. When it's that time, when that time's come, that time's gonna come.
She got them hands,
She
got them hands.
You need to feel bad.
I'm not the person that just go around making videos about any and everything. I only deal with what the Most High tells me to make videos about. So any more questions before I wrap this live up?
I bet you I got young people.
She's talking about you.
Hey, but I got a lot of people say that.
We're not talking about dudes. We're talking about what's trying to win people's souls and get people to understand. You got a question?
I got a question.
Talk to me.
Since you know so much, right? You know when, you know if
Hey, turn it on.
you know if they're going to consider the nuclear over here?
Hey, now answer that question. Answer that question again.
You know if they're going to send a nuclear over here with you?
I can answer that easy. It's in the Bible. In the book of Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 4. It talks about a nuclear actually coming to the United States. And it's going to destroy billions of people. A lot of people is going to get killed behind it. When it's going to happen? No, Brother Quami don't know. Huh? A year? No, it doesn't. See, God doesn't deal with dates. He just lets you know so you can be ready. So you can be, he warns you when it's going, he's not going to, like I said, he don't deal with dates, but he's warning you that it's going to happen. So we need to be aware. Because everything in the scriptures has came to existence.
But that don't mean it's going to happen in our time.
I mean, if you read the book of Revelation, the book of Nehemiah, you read a lot of the books in the Bible that talks about a lot of the prophecies, that deal with a lot of the prophecies, it's actually leading up to our time. Because the third and the fourth generations, we are the generation of vipers. The people that's very disobedient towards the Most High. We're turning away from the Most High. We're doing any and everything and not acknowledging and commemorating the Most High God. So we are that third and fourth generation that the Most High God said that hates him. So we are in the later times that when all that stuff is going to accumulate, because like the stuff that Donald Trump is doing right now with the rumors of wars, all of this stuff is happening right now as we speak. So we do need to start getting prepared and getting ready so we can be ready and not be afraid. And just be freely to do whatever the heck we want to do.
You can get prepared, but shit, you can get prepared all you want, but hell, if it hit you, it's going to hit you.
No, what I mean prepared, I'm talking about spiritually prepared, meaning don't have any fear, because it's going to happen. But we have to accept the Most High as our protector. He's the one that's going to protect us through all of this. So whether we die or not, get our necks chopped off or whatever happens, as long as we repent it and we spread it all our messages, we're in good hands with the Most High. And we didn't die in our sins. And that's all that matters. Any more questions? Talk to me, any more questions?
Ask that nigga, man, how the fuck?
That ain't better what he's doing.
I don't think, listen, I don't get scared with that shit because I know where I'm going. But it's just,
Can I ask you a question?
I still don't believe that nuclear shit is in our time. I'm not believing that. Because if it was going to happen, it would be happening.
It's only one way to find out. And not my answer and not your answer.
Oh!
No, I'm asking. I'm answering your question. It's only one way to find out. She won't cover her ears.
That's what she need to do. You don't need to be trying to go loud and talk to her. Like, it's like you trying
excuse me. Let me ask you a question. It's only one way to find out, and that's to ask the Most High God for the answer. And how do you ask? How you answer Him? You gotta fast and you gotta pray, and you also gotta manifest. No, seriously.
My grandma already told me how to deal with people like you. I ain't got to say
Let's go, okay. Nobody go track them.
Stop wrong with you.
My grandma already told me how to deal with people. Because I know what he's trying to do.
She talking about him. She not talking about me. He got mad because I cut him with the word. But the only thing is, I'm not trying to embarrass him on live or none of that. I'm just trying to answer your question so my viewers and anybody else that's around me can get the understanding of what's going on. That's it. I'm not here to embarrass anybody. This is what I've been trying to do with King David, Bam Bit of Truth, Soldier. I've been trying to do this with them for the longest, but they be scared to go live with me.
Oh my God!
But it's nothing to be afraid. I don't understand why people are afraid. It's nothing like I don't understand why people are afraid. All I'm doing is answering everybody's questions.
I ain't saying nothing. What you looking at me for? I ain't saying nothing.
You looking at me too though.
What you looking at me
Just
for?
because I'm looking at you, that doesn't mean that I'm talking about you.
Nah, you looking at me too though.
I'm talking about
I'm
you.
not gonna respond right now, bro.
Looking at everybody.
I'm just saying, like,
We're looking at everybody.
people be afraid to go live with me because they feel like they're gonna get embarrassed.
No, I ain't gonna get embarrassed.
I'm not trying to embarrass them. I'm trying to answer people questions.
Hey, bro.
So when I answer your questions, how is that a sin? When I'm y'all the one that challenged me.
Debating is a sin.
That's not debating. I'm answering questions. If you have a question, I'm gonna answer it. It's just like when you in school, you raise your hand. Hey, I got a question. The teacher is going to give you an answer. So me as a teacher, I'm answering your question.
Who win it, babe?
I'm looking at that.
That don't make any sense.
I ain't got to argue no food, man.
Oh, you thought?
How's that arguing with him? All I'm doing is asking everybody questions.
You got to
Hey,
listen, dog.
you tight, Bert. Come
You
here.
entitled to believe in what you believe in. I'm believing what the fuck I believe in.
Hey, and they like, who is that?
But why would you want to believe in something if I can prove that you're wrong about it? Why would you still want to believe in it? Why would you want to believe in something that's mythological information?
Why would you want to believe in some shit that was posted 2012?
Because it came to existence. Because it came to existence. Because it came into
So
existence.
if that's true about the nuclear shit, how come it wasn't true about when they said the world was going to 2012 everybody was so
Because that wasn't in the Bible. Man came up with that philosophy.
like hell?
Man came up with that philosophy. That's not in the Bible. I deal with the Bible. I don't deal with man. I deal with.
Try to use them to get out, see? I know shit.
You said what?
I'm beat your ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Who me?
I'm finna beat your ass.
I'm
Oh
answering.
shit, there she goes, slime.
I'm answering.
I'm finna win now. I'm gonna beat it. Hey,
Hey.
I'm on three. I'm on three. I'm gonna beat the fuck.
All I'm doing is answering everybody's questions. That's all I'm doing.
Y'all fuck it up. You know you bad luck. You bad luck.
I'm gonna beat your
Oh, you
ass.
double cross. You double cross.
Hey,
So y'all, any more questions before
Lisa
I?
got Lisa get this nigga ass, man.
Yeah,
Like he been the prophet man and shit.
Because I'm answering all of y'all questions.
Slime.
He told, hey,
Any more questions before I wrap this
he
up?
just go around with that
I'm
dog.
gonna whoop his ass. No, I didn't. I'm gonna whoop his
I
ass.
never said that.
Bullshit, Lisa. He said,
I never said I knew Kobe Bryant was gonna die. I never said that. I gave facts about him getting prophecies that led up to him dying. I never said that I knew he was going to die.
No, I'm not a Tito.
So any more questions? Any more questions before I wrap it up?
So, your religion.
I don't deal with religion.
You don't deal with religion.
No, I don't. I deal with spirituality. Spirituality means that you have a relationship with the Most High.
You gotta redeem yourself.
God said to serve Him in spirit and truth, not with religion. Any more questions?
Oh, you got the touchdown slide.
Any more questions?
hey,
Yeah.
who was that playing that song?
Hey,
Who was the call again?
he knew do better.
Song.
He knew do better.
Oh, apparently.
Eat cheese, bro.
I'm not talking about do you have any more questions?
I forgot, bro.
Oh, look, play on here.
I'm fucked up, slime. I forgot.
Yeah, this no, look, they have playing.
I forgot. Bitch, man, fuck you, mother.
Miss Lisa, do you have any questions? You have any questions about anything?
Man, bitch, nigga,
Oh,
man,
shit.
shut up, boy.
Oh, church. Hey, no, no.
Okay.
Bitch.
Anything about anything about the Bible? Anything about? Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in the whole Bible?
Do I believe in the Bible?
Yeah. Do you believe in the Bible?
Do you?
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
That's yeah, just like your ass. Y'all a twin, bro.
Yeah.
So you believe in everything in the Bible?
You really got the fucking feel though, bitch.
Do I believe in everything in the Bible? I mean, I really can't answer that question because I haven't read the whole Bible.
Oh, okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer.
She on your ass. Get his ass, baby. Get my twin. I put my twin on your ass.
I mean, but to answer your question, yeah, I do believe in the whole Bible. Why? Because I actually studied the whole Bible, and I'm still studying right now as we speak. So, do you have any questions about anything in the Bible? Any questions about?
I can't think of nothing right now.
Do you have any questions about Kobe Bryant's death or?
No. It was just his time. God got your life planned out already.
So it was just his time. So you don't believe that
It was set up.
yeah, he was set up?
No, because studies said that they told them not to get on there, and they still got on there.
Okay,
just like with Aaliyah, they told her it was too much shit on the plane, but she still got on.
Do you mind if I respond to what you just said?
I mean,
If you want to know, if you don't want to know, I ain't gonna answer.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, I never said that. But anyway, about the Kobe Bryant thing. When you say that steady shows that they told him not to.
He said he knew Kobe Bryant for the doc.
I never said that.
So why would you re-quote somebody else that said it?
I said that prophecies led up to him dying.
Anybody can
I
do
never
that shit. I
said
couldn't do that shit.
anybody could have, but you didn't.
Cause I don't got time for that shit, bro.
Did you know? Did you know?
Special,
Did you know? I never said it.
Yeah, I knew.
Well, what about the Bigelow special? I just said all that shit down.
I ain't know this.
Exactly.
What's the Bigelow special?
That's how you gotta do it. Such an ignorant ass shit, make everybody shut the fuck up. Let's play mad.
Nigga, check my ignorance.
Let's play mad.
Hey, I apologize for all the everything was being going on in the background. I love you all. Shalom.
Hey, here's how makes that look so good, bro.
Yeah, he like his lips and shit.
Yeah.
Put his shoe in.
Trying to keep that angle.
Oh!
Try to keep the angle.
Hey, he probably got a filter on that bitch. He probably got a filter on that bitch. He probably got a dog filter on that bitch. Look.
Hey, man, y'all funny in here. Hey, yo.
What's the Louis Vuitton?
Hey, y'all excuse me.
Get off now.
Oh, he got the filter. He got the filter on.
All the Louis Vuitton really.
With the little pink cheeks and shit.
You got a dog.
I'm mad to Mario. I don't
Man, on my phone.
I got it.
Turn it back up.
Man, no, don't cheat, bro. I can't even check. I can't see scratching. Damn. Man, you done lost 3 times now.
You need to look at the game.
This is the 3rd time.
Just go and go for the 2.
Try. Try this. What? Give me that. I was retired.